Okay, moving on now to some other news. The second army captain, very tragically from the elite para commandos, was martyred as security forces are still locked in a fierce encounter with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pampore area. This encounter has been going on for over 30 hours and sources have told India today that Captain Tushar Mahajan was killed when the elite unit launched a storming operation inside the government building where these terrorists have been holed up since Saturday evening. In fact, on early Sunday morning, para commando Captain Pavan Kumar was also martyred after his elite unit made a bid to storm the building. Another trooper was martyred on Sunday. Lance Naik Om Prakash was also injured earlier. He succumbed to his injuries at the army hospital. We're getting to hear that the Lashkar-e-Taiba is behind this attack. Sources are also suggesting that the suspect, the terrorists, all believed to be foreign nationals, recently infiltrated into Kashmir. Shuja ul Haq joins us for more on this. Now, Shuja, just tell me something. Why is it so difficult, to get access into this particular government building and, just either arrest or kill the terrorists who have been holed up there since Saturday?
Well, Avantika, the first and the most problematic situation here is that this is a very strong concrete structure where these militants have, managed to get in and are holed up. Initially, it was looking like that this is yet another attack on a convoy. But later on, the way it has been unfolding, it seems like that there was a specific plan that these militants had. They knew the place, they knew the structure, they knew how difficult it would be, to carry out an operation in a place like this. And that's why they took an advantageous position. Now, about this building, it is one of the buildings in a complex of the Entrepreneurship Development Institute. It's about 15 acres of land where there are at least 3 or 4 such buildings, and in one of the main buildings, which is about 4 floors building, that is where these militants have managed to hold up. Now, since yesterday, in fact since Saturday, the security forces, which includes the army and the Jammu and Kashmir police and even the CRPF, their teams have been trying to access this building. Till yesterday, about 80% of this building was under control of the security forces, but there are still some areas, particularly in the top floor, where these militants are having an advantageous position, and because of that, every time there is an intervention that is started, they have a clear vision, and that's how they're able to strike at the security forces, and this is why this operation becomes all the more risky.
Absolutely, it's a very critical operation. Shuja, what are you hearing from the army? Obviously they would not want to divulge much on an ongoing encounter, but we've already lost 3 commandos, including 2 captains. Is it true that one militant has been gunned down, and that these militants who have been holed up are also carrying with them a lot of arms and ammunition? Do we have a number on the number of militants who are holed up inside this government building?
Well, Avantika, the number that is being given out is between 3 to 4. That's based on the information that eyewitnesses have given, and also the fact that from the way the fire is coming back. What we have given to understand is that these militants certainly were very well prepared to carry out this operation. They had a lot of arms and ammunition with them. They even had supplies, and that's the only way they could survive for this long. It is more than 50 hours have passed now, and they're continuously firing back at the security forces. And what I can tell you is, here on the spot, we hear huge gunshots, and also the sounds of explosives being thrown at the building, and the fact that they've been able to withstand it certainly means that they are battle hardened, they're very well trained, and they definitely had the knowledge of this building. That's why they could take an advantageous position and are able to engage the security forces for this long.
Absolutely. These are heavily armed militants, and we do believe that, this encounter is going to take some time. But tell me very briefly, Shuja, what are the constraints or the hardships that the Indian military force, the Indian army are facing while, while making an attempt to enter the building, or for that matter, neutralize these terrorists? I do believe that it's a very large area. It's spread out over acres of land. But just give us a lowdown on, the constraints that they're facing.
Well, Avantika, as I was pointing out, the biggest constraint here is the target building. It's a concrete building which has been made on a strong column structure.
Okay.
And it has about 4 floors. If you count the basement and the roof, then it would become 6-floor building. And each floor has about 10 odd rooms. So room interventions are difficult. That's where the risky part lies. Every time you launch a team for room interventions, they are always prone to be attacked from the militants who are at an advantageous position.
Absolutely, absolutely. A very tricky operation there. Shuja, thanks so much for getting us all the updates and, explaining things for us and our viewers. We, of course, will keep coming back to you for further information and updates on this ongoing encounter.
Sources are saying that prima facie it appears that DU Professor S.A.R. Gilani encouraged anti-India slogan shouting. The statement of another professor, Ali Javed, points to 2 things. Gilani lied about the nature of debate and